Project communication management, structuring the flow of information for clarity, alignment, and action. The discipline of dialogue, planning, distributing, and monitoring information to keep stakeholders informed and engaged. Project communication management is about ensuring that the right people get the right information at the right time and in the right way. It's the glue that connects plans with people, progress with perception, and decisions with direction. In any project, communication is not just a support activity, it's a core driver of success. Why communication management is critical. Poor communication is one of the top reasons projects fail. Delays, misunderstandings, rework, and stakeholder dissatisfaction often stem not from faulty execution, but from incomplete, untimely, or unclear information. Effective communication aligns expectations and priorities, enables faster decision-making, builds trust and transparency, reduces resistance and confusion, promotes team cohesion across departments or geographies. Core processes of communication management project. Communication management includes 3 key processes that span planning, execution, and oversight of communication activities. 1. Plan communications management, creating a blueprint for how information will flow during the project. Produces the communications management plan, which defines what needs to be communicated, status, risks, decisions, etc., who needs to receive or generate that communication, how it will be delivered, email, meetings, dashboards, reports, when it should occur, frequency, timing, triggers, key considerations, stakeholder communication preferences, cultural and language factors, technology access and constraints, information sensitivity and confidentiality. Why it matters. It ensures consistency, prevents overload, and promotes relevance. 2. Manage communications. Executing the communication plan and ensuring smooth information delivery involves creating, collecting, formatting, and distributing information. Ensures that messages are clear, easily understood, targeted, specific to the audience, timely, delivered when it's most useful, actionable, drives decisions or progress. Common tools, project dashboards, email updates, it's in newsletters, progress meetings, daily stand-ups, weekly reviews, online collaboration platforms, e.g. MS Teams, Slack, SharePoint, issue and decision logs. Goal, keep stakeholders informed, engaged, and aligned throughout the project lifecycle. 3. Monitor communications, evaluating whether communication is effective and adjusting as needed. Involves collecting feedback from stakeholders, tracking whether communication goals are being met, identifying misunderstandings, gaps, or inefficiencies, adjusting formats, channels, or frequency as needed. Key metrics might include stakeholder satisfaction scores, message open read rates for digital updates, response time to inquiries or actions, reduction in communication-related issues. Why it matters. Good communication evolves with the project. It's not set and forget. Communication channels and complexity. As teams grow, communication complexity increases exponentially. The number of communication channels in a team of n people is calculated as open quote, nn minus 1 bar 2, close quote. For example, a 5-person team has 10 potential communication lines, but a 10-person team has 45. This highlights the need for structured communication paths and role clarity. Common communication pitfalls. Too much communication, noise, overload, or too little, confusion, isolation. Unclear messaging, especially in global or cross-functional teams. Wrong audience or wrong timing. Failure to document key decisions leading to rework or disputes. One-way communication that doesn't invite feedback or clarification. Summary. Project communication management ensures that information flows intentionally, not accidentally. It connects all aspects of the project: scope, time, cost, quality, people, and risk. Without it, even well-planned projects can falter. When done well, communication becomes a strategic asset. It empowers people, accelerates decision-making, and builds the shared understanding that transforms plans into progress. In the end, communication isn't just part of project management, it is project management in motion. Project risk management, anticipating the unknown to minimize threats and maximize opportunities. The discipline of uncertainty, identifying, assessing, and responding to what could go wrong or exceptionally right. Project risk management is about preparing for what hasn't happened yet. Every project walks a fine line between ambition and unpredictability. Risk management equips teams with the tools and mindset to spot potential issues before they erupt and to capitalize on unexpected opportunities when they arise. What is a project risk? A risk is not just something negative. It's any uncertain event or condition that, if it occurs, could threaten project objectives, schedule delays, budget overruns, reputational harm, enhance outcomes, cost savings, faster delivery, better quality. So risk is about uncertainty, and how you manage that uncertainty defines how resilient and adaptive your project can be. Why risk management is non-negotiable without structured risk management. Problems catch the team off guard. Contingency budgets are misused or non-existent. Stakeholders lose confidence in delivery capability. Teams operate reactively instead of proactively. When risks are anticipated and monitored, plans become more realistic. Teams respond faster to change. Resources are deployed efficiently. Opportunities can be leveraged for competitive advantage. Core processes of risk management. There are 7 key processes in project risk management, starting from risk planning and ending in review and adjustment. 1. Plan risk management. Laying the foundation for how risks will be approached. Defines the methodology, roles, tools, and timing of all risk activities. Sets thresholds for what constitutes acceptable risk. Produces the risk management plan, which outlines categories of risks, tolerance levels for various stakeholders, reporting and escalation paths. Why it matters. It brings structure, so risk management isn't just ad hoc guessing. 2. Identify risks. Bringing the unknown into focus. Involves systematically uncovering what could go wrong or right. Uses tools like brainstorming and workshops, SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, expert judgment, checklists and prompt lists, assumption and constraint analysis. Output, a risk register with descriptions, root causes, potential responses, and owners. Perform qualitative risk analysis, prioritizing risks based on likelihood and impact. Assesses each identified risk's probability of occurring, impact on project objectives, scope, time, cost, quality. May also evaluate urgency, manageability, interdependencies. Goal, separate critical risks from minor ones to focus team energy. Perform quantitative risk analysis. Crunching the numbers on major risks. Applies numerical techniques to estimate the overall risk exposure. Tools include Monte Carlo simulation, decision tree analysis, sensitivity analysis, expected monetary value, EMV. Why it matters. It supports data-driven decision-making for budgets, buffers, and strategies. 5. Plan risk responses, choosing the best approach to handle each risk. Threat responses may include avoid, change the plan to eliminate the risk, mitigate, reduce the probability or impact, transfer, shift the risk to a third party, e.g. insurance, outsourcing. Accept, acknowledge without active response, may use contingency. Opportunity responses may include exploit, take full advantage, enhance, increase probability or impact. Share, partner with others for mutual gain. Accept, take no proactive action, but monitor. Each response includes an owner and action plan. 6. Implement risk responses. Making the planned risk strategies operational. Ensures that risk response actions are integrated into project tasks. Tracks whether responses are executed on time, delivering intended effect, generating secondary or residual risks. Why it matters? Risk plans only work if they're followed through in real time. 7. Monitor risks. Keeping watch and adjusting course as needed. Ongoing evaluation of emerging new risks, triggers for existing risks, effectiveness of risk responses, updates the risk register and communicates findings to stakeholders. Tools include risk audits, status meetings, variance and trend analysis, reserve usage tracking. Goal, maintain visibility and flexibility as the risk landscape evolves. Common risk management pitfalls. Treating risk identification as a one-time event, focusing only on threats, ignoring opportunities, vague or generic risk responses, failure to assign ownership or track follow-through, no link between risk plans and actual project decisions. Project risk management is not about eliminating all uncertainty. It's about becoming more intelligent, prepared, and responsive in the face of it. By embedding risk thinking into every phase, from initiation to closure, teams can make confident decisions under uncertainty, protect value, and even unlock unexpected gains. In short, effective risk management transforms surprises into strategic advantage and keeps your project from becoming one. Project Procurement Management, acquiring external goods and services with strategy, control, and accountability. The discipline of external sourcing, planning, selecting, contracting, and managing third-party contributions to project success. Project Procurement Management governs how goods, services, or results are obtained from outside the project team or organization, whether it's contracting a design consultant, purchasing specialized equipment, or outsourcing a service package. Procurement ensures the right external resources are secured on time, at the right quality, and within budget. Why procurement management is essential. Very few projects are completed using only internal resources. Most rely on vendors, contractors, suppliers, service providers. Without structured procurement, costs escalate, deliverables are delayed, contractual disputes emerge, project quality and timelines are compromised. With good procurement practices, teams gain clarity on external needs, legal and financial protection, competitive value through structured sourcing, better alignment of third-party work with project objectives. Core processes of procurement management. There are 3 main processes in project procurement management, covering planning, execution, and oversight of all external purchases. 1. Plan procurement management, deciding what to buy, when to buy it, and how. Produces the procurement management plan, which outlines what goods or services will be procured externally. Preferred contract types, fixed price, time and materials, cost reimbursable, procurement timelines aligned with the project schedule, roles and responsibilities for procurement decisions, evaluation criteria for vendor selection. Additional outputs include procurement statements of work, SOWs, source selection criteria, make or buy analysis. Why it matters. Early planning avoids delays, missed scopes, and poorly written contracts. At 2, conduct procurements. Executing the sourcing strategy and awarding contracts involves issuing requests for proposals, RFP, quotations, RFQ or bids, IFB, hosting bidder conferences or pre-bid meetings, receiving and evaluating supplier responses, negotiating terms and finalizing contracts. Key outputs, selected sellers, executed agreements, resource onboarding or vendor mobilization. Tools and techniques, evaluation scoring models, negotiation tactics, expert judgment, legal, technical, or commercial. Why it matters. This step locks in your partners, pricing, scope, and terms, often for the remainder of the project. 3. Control procurements, monitoring vendor performance and contract compliance. Ensures that sellers are delivering what was agreed on time, within quality, and according to terms. Includes tracking deliverables and payment milestones, managing change requests or contract modifications, handling claims, disputes, or penalties, closing out contracts formally. Tools used, performance reports, contract audits, inspection and quality checks, legal and administrative controls. Goal, maintain vendor accountability while preserving relationships and protecting the project. Contract types and risk allocation. Choosing the right contract type is crucial to managing financial risk. Fixed price contracts, predictable cost for buyer, higher risk for seller who absorbs overruns, cost reimbursable contracts, flexible scope, buyer reimburses actual costs plus a fee. Higher risk for buyer if poorly managed. Time and materials, T&M, pays for actual time and usage, useful for undefined scope or short-term services. Each type shifts risk differently between buyer and seller and must match the nature of the procurement. Common procurement pitfalls, vague or incomplete statements of work, SOWs, over-reliance on lowest bid instead of best value, inadequate vendor oversight, delayed procurement planning leading to execution gaps, mismanaged change orders, or unclear contract terms. Summary. Project procurement management is the bridge between internal goals and external capability. It provides a strategic framework for sourcing, ensures legal and financial control, and keeps vendor contributions aligned with project milestones. When done well, procurement becomes a value enabler, not just a cost center. It ensures that third-party providers contribute positively to project performance, while risks are balanced, expectations are clear, and relationships are managed with professionalism and precision. In short, it's where business agreements meet project delivery.